everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria Montefusco and I'm a lover of all things when it comes to makeup, fragrance, and beauty. And today I purchased some decants from Scent Split. They came in the mail, I believe, yesterday. And so I have 8 fragrances here that I'm dying to try. I believe they are all from niche brands, and so these fragrances, I'm just gonna give you all my first impressions. We're just gonna talk about notes, we're gonna talk about what I think, and we're just gonna have a good old time talking about some perfumes. So if you are interested in that, then please keep on watching. All right, so this is my first time purchasing from Scent Split, but I am very happy with the service. My order came very quickly, no complaints on the packaging or anything like that. None of these perfumes leaked or anything. I would actually say the decants that I ordered, which look like this, are extremely similar to the decants that I have received from Lucky Scent. So I've ordered a lot from Lucky Scent in their decants, so a lot of these fragrances are just fragrances that are either not available at all in Lucky Scent or have been out of stock from Lucky Scent. So I was like, you know what, I'll try a new service, and I like it. So let's get into some of these fragrances. And first up, I'm going to be trying some more fragrances from Penhaligon. So these fragrances are from their Portraits collection. I currently own Changing Constance, a full size of that, which is also from their Portraits collection. And these fragrances have really good reviews. The packaging is stunning. And these next 3 fragrances are ones that I've been really wanting to try from this collection, so let's get into it. So first up from Penhaligon's, I have Roaring Radcliffe. This is considered a fragrance for men, actually. This is an aromatic, spicy fragrance. It was released 5 years ago in 2016, and this has top notes of rum, bergamot, and tarragon, mid notes of tobacco, ginger, and rose, and base notes of honey, beeswax, cinnamon, tonka bean, leather, and amberwood. So I know this says it's for men, but I like some fragrances that are a bit more masculine. Maybe if I don't like this for myself, my boyfriend will like it. I'm always willing to try a new fragrance, no matter, as long as the notes are interesting to me, no matter what gender it says it is. So let's try it out, and we'll see if I like it. Oh yeah, this is very masculine. I get a lot of that freshness in there, which I believe is from the bergamot and the tarragon. Yeah, there's a lot of freshness in here. Also ginger. I feel like ginger can give like kind of a fresh, zesty vibe sometimes. Yeah, it's boozy, it's spicy, it's fresh. It's definitely too masculine for me. But if I smelled this on a man, I think I would like it. So there's not really any sweetness in here. It's the boozy, it's the freshness, it's the spiciness. Yeah, you can definitely smell the tobacco in here. It smells good. It smells very good. If you like extremely masculine scents that are a little bit boozy, very fresh, and very spicy, very much heavy on the tobacco and the bergamot and the ginger and the cinnamon, I think you're really, really gonna like this. This is just a little too on the masculine side for me personally. But if a woman wore this, I'd be like, damn girl, like you have confidence, I admire you, I would like to be more like you. It's just that's not where I'm at in my life. But this is really pleasant. Like other fragrances from the Portraits collection, it seems to just be a nice fragrance. So this is nice. Roaring Radcliffe is nice, it's just not for me. So next up from the Portraits collection, from Penhaligon's, we have Clandestine Clara. So this is a woody, spicy fragrance for women. It was released in 2017, and this has notes of amber, rum, vanilla, woody notes, cinnamon, and patchouli. To me, this sounds interesting because I love some booziness. I love sweetness in my fragrances. I love, like gourmands. I love things that are edible. I love things that are a little bit alcoholic. I love fragrances like that. And this just sounds really pleasant for the fall and the winter time, which is of course the season that I'm in. So I'm excited to try this. This one has had really good reviews from what I've seen and heard. So let's give it a try. I feel like this is Roaring Radcliffe's more feminine sister. Like these to me are very similar. Yeah, they're very similar. Roaring Radcliffe to me is fresher, is heavy on the tobacco, heavy on the spice. versus Clandestine Clara, it has that booziness, but that sweetness from the vanilla really comes through. It is a little bit spicy, I think, from the cinnamon. Yeah, the sweetness from the amber and the vanilla come through. The booziness from the rum are common in the fragrances. That woodiness and spiciness comes through again, but it's not as masculine. Not nearly as masculine. This is pleasant. I want to try this one on my skin. Because I liked Roaring Radcliffe, but like I said, I was like, ooh, it's too masculine. But this is what I like about that. Just a bit more my speed. Yeah, this is pleasant. I do like this a lot. I'm excited to try this on my skin. And of course, like I've mentioned in all my other testing fragrance first impressions videos, the fragrances I try on my skin, I will review during my monthly review roundup. So you will hear a full-on fledged review of these fragrances at the end of either November or December, depending on when I try these, but you will hear about it at some point or another. So this is really pleasant. I really do like it. This is good. I like this a lot. So lastly, from the Portraits collection, from Penhaligon's, we have the Ruthless Countess Dorothea. I love the name of these. They're so cool. So this is also released in 2017. This is considered an amber vanilla fragrance for women. And this has top notes of ginger, Chinese cinnamon, wood, and bergamot. We have mid notes of beeswax, mate, which I believe is a kind of tea, right? And clary sage and base notes of white wine. That's very interesting. I'm not sure if I've ever tried a fragrance with white wine note in it before. Vanilla and cashmere. So this sounds really interesting. Again, a little bit spicy from the ginger and the cinnamon wood, a little bit sweet from the beeswax and the vanilla, and just really interesting because of the white wine and the mate. I am intrigued by this one, so I'm excited to try it. Whoa, this is interesting. I don't think I would wear it, but it is very interesting to me. This is very green. That bergamot is hitting you hard when you first have this on the card. Wow. But yeah, the bergamot and the ginger are like hitting you in the face. They're like, bam. But there's something very green in here, which I think might be the mate. I don't smell white wine, but it is sweet. It is woody. It is very fresh. This is a very unique fragrance. I'm not sure if I've ever smelled anything like this before. It's interesting. Would I wear it? I don't think so. But I don't hate it. On someone else, on someone who likes more of a freshy, spicy kind of fragrance, because this to me is freshy spicy. If you like a freshy spicy with a tad bit of sweetness, I think you would like this. It is very unique to my nose. I have never smelled anything like this before. As the fragrance develops, you're getting a lot less of that bergamot and ginger, and you're getting more of that beeswax, that mate, that vanilla. It smells good. It's just not for me. But this is very interesting. I like expanding my nose like this, you know, trying things that I wouldn't think of to try, or trying things I've never smelled before. It makes it interesting, but I just don't see myself wearing this. But I find this very intriguing. If this sounds intriguing to you, I would encourage you to get a sample, because it's interesting. It's just not my vibe, but I respect it and I admire it. So the Ruthless Countess Dorothea, if this sounds intriguing to you, I would encourage you to get a sample, because it is very, very interesting. So next up, a fragrance I've been really wanting to try, and this one is Orange Sanguine from Atelier Cologne. This just seems like a really nice citrusy fragrance. It's unisex, and this has top notes of blood orange and bitter orange, mid notes of geranium and jasmine, base notes of sandalwood, amber, and tonka bean. So this to me just sounds like a really nice citrusy orange fragrance for the summertime. I'm excited to try Orange Sanguine, however you want to pronounce it, I don't know. So I am intrigued to try it. This has been on my list for a while. It's been, the decant has been out of stock at Lucky Scent. So when I saw that it was on Scent Split, I was intrigued and added it to cart. Very orangey, extremely orangey. This is not the kind of orange that you smell in like orange juice or in like orange extract. To me, this is like you're eating an orange. Like you have an orange, You're, you know, getting the little pieces of the orange, and you're eating the orange. This is pleasant. Again, I like this. This is not the season, in my opinion, to be wearing a citrus, you know, orange kind of fragrance because, you know, we're in the fall and the winter time. But in the spring and summer, I could definitely see myself enjoying this in the warmer months. To me, this is very casual. And very light. I would not wear this in the nighttime or in the evening. This to me is very casual. This to me is going to the beach, going to the lake, staying at home, you know, cleaning the house, maybe going on a little bit of a vacation. If you're going somewhere tropical, I enjoy it. It smells like a fresh orange. So if you like the smell of actual legitimate oranges, I think you're gonna like this. I'm excited to try it out, even though it's not the season for it, but this is very pleasant. Yeah, Orange Sanguine from Atelier Cologne, very, very nice. Next up from Atelier Cologne, we have Vanille Incense. I feel like this one is super popular, a very hyped, just like vanilla fragrance. So this was launched 10 years ago, wow, in 2011. This is considered a woody fragrance for both women and men. This has top notes of lime, citron, and coriander. Very interesting, the citrusy notes in here. Mid notes of vetiver, oak moss, and jasmine. Base notes of vanilla, oak, and amber. So I'm intrigued. It sounds woody. It sounds a little bit sweet. It sounds a little bit floral and a little bit citrusy. That's an interesting combination. I'm not sure what I'm going to think about it, but this one is very hyped. And so I would like to try it. And I've tried 2 other fragrances from this house before. I've tried Pomelo Paradis, which is their grapefruit fragrance, which I enjoy. Just the lasting power is absolutely terrible. And then I just tried the orange one. I really like that too. So we'll see what I think about Vanille Incense. It's okay. It's too earthy for me. This is a very earthy, woody vanilla, and this is just not what I want from a vanilla. Maybe my nose just isn't, I don't know, mature enough or refined enough, that's the word I was looking for, to appreciate a scent like this fully. But when I want a vanilla scent, like I want it to smell like vanilla frosting or vanilla cake, or like a vanilla coffee creamer in my coffee. Like I want it to smell gourmand. This is not a gourmand vanilla. I'm really looking for a nice gourmand, basic kind of vanilla scent that I can layer with other fragrances. So if you know of something like that, let me know. I've tried vanilla cake from Montal, was not a fan. That was way too cloying. So nothing that cloying, but definitely something more in the gourmand kind of arena and that sphere. This is just not it for me. It's okay. I don't like it. It's just meh. It's just too woody, too masculine. Just not enough like vanilla for me. You know, I want like the vanilla in here, and I'm just not really getting that. All right, this fragrance I'm excited for, and this is from Byron Parfums, and this is Mula Rouge Extreme. So I wanted to try the original Mula, but it was out of stock on ScentSplit, so maybe someday if I place another order, I will order the OG Mula. But this was released last year in 2020. This is an amber vanilla fragrance for both women and men, and this has top notes, wow, it has a lot of fruit in here. Top notes of strawberry, cherry, raspberry, mid notes of caramel, rose bay, willow herb, I'm not sure what that is, and ginger, and base notes of agar wood, which is oud, vanilla, patchouli, sandalwood. The oud kind of scares me. I don't think I've ever tried a fragrance with oud that I enjoy. I don't know what rose bay willow herb is, but the fruity notes sound really pleasant. I love caramel, I love vanilla, I enjoy some sandalwood. So let's try Mula Rouge Extreme, however you want to pronounce it. I am intrigued, and maybe if I like this, maybe I would like the OG. Maybe if I don't like this, maybe I would like the OG. I don't know. Ooh, that is very sweet. Oh, wow. This is very sweet. Very fruity, very like sweet vanilla caramel. But you really smell the patchouli, and I'm not liking how much patchouli is in here. This is too much patchouli, too much oud, not enough sweet vanilla fruits, you know? I like the sweetness. I just don't like the patchouli and the oud in here. It's just too much. It's too sharp. It's too stringent. It's just too... It's just not what I like. This one's not for me. It's the patchouli and the oud in here. If you like a very strong, sharp patchouli, I think you would like this, as long as you also like those sweet notes. If you don't, I would say stay away from this. So this is okay. I'm not going to try it on my skin personally. So next up we have Love and Crime from Idolo. I've heard this is very similar to Xerjoff Casamarati Lira, which I own a full-size bottle of and adore. To me, that is the lemon pound cake fragrance of my dreams. So I would like to actually compare the two and see what I think here. So this is considered a floral fruity gourmand. This is considered unisex. It was launched in 2018, and this has top notes of blood mandarin, pink pepper, mid notes of sugar, star anise, florals, and base notes of vanilla and cacao. This has very similar notes to Lira. So I'm gonna grab Lira real quick, and we're gonna compare them side by side. All right, so this is my full bottle of Lira, which I adore. So this has really, really a high bar to live up to. And Lira is very expensive, and I think this one is less expensive. So we will see maybe if this is a good alternative, or if it's like completely different. Like, I don't know, maybe it's worth it to have both in your collection if you do have one and want the other. I'm not sure. So we're gonna try it out, but I am expecting to like this because this has been extremely compared to Lira. It's different than Lira, that is for certain. Let me smell Lira. Oh, I love Lira. Oh my god. This fragrance is so good. I haven't worn this in a while. I need to wear this again soon. Yeah, Lira is so much more cakey. Like, it smells like iced lemon pound cake. Love and Crime is heavier on those citruses. Less of a emphasis on like the sweet cakiness, but it's still sweet. They are similar vibes. I feel like if you like one, you're gonna like the other. This, like, Lira is very cakey, like I've mentioned. And this to me is more like a Terry's chocolate orange. Like, you know those chocolate oranges that you get near like the holidays, like Christmas time? I actually just had one for the first time last year, and they were really awesome. This is more of like a chocolate vanilla orange, while Lira is definitely more of a orange vanilla pound cake icing amazingness. I do want to try this on my skin, and I would love to try this side by side. Like, one wrist I'm wearing this, the other wrist I'm wearing Lira, just to see how they perform compared to each other, how they transform throughout the day, how they react with my skin chemistry. Like, I'm intrigued. I would love to do a head-to-head with these and report back. But I do like this. If you like Lira, you're gonna like Love and Crime. If you like Love and Crime, you're gonna like Lira. But they are different enough that I'm intrigued, and I could see myself, I may regret saying this, but I could see myself getting Love and Crime if it does perform well on my skin, because they are different enough that I think you could warrant having both. But this is very pleasant. I really enjoy this. This is really, really good. So lastly, for this video, I have a vanilla fragrance that has been getting a lot of hype here on YouTube, at least from the creators I watch. And this is Un Bois Vanille from Serge Lutens. Again, I'm looking for a really good vanilla layering fragrance, and I hope this is gonna be it. This is considered an amber vanilla. It's also considered unisex. This was released a long, long time ago in 2003. So this has a lot of notes in here. So it has notes of vanilla, coconut milk, beeswax, black licorice, sandalwood, tonka bean, bitter almond, gaiac wood, benzoin, and musk. Vanilla, coconut milk, the beeswax, the almond, the tonka. That sounds like sweet gourmand amazingness to me. Licorice, I'm not really a fan of, so I'm a little bit nervous about that one. But this fragrance has so many good reviews. I am intrigued, and I've been wanting to try it for a while, and this is actually the fragrance that made me place this order. So I'm saving it for last, and I'm excited to try it. I believe this is my first ever Serge Lutens fragrance, so maybe this will set a good tone for the house. We will see. This is not an edible vanilla, but this is a very fresh, pleasant vanilla. It's not too cloying, it's not too sweet. You get a lot of coconut, a lot of vanilla. The almond provides a little bit of powderiness, but not so much that I'm like, ugh, like it smells old and like dusty, you know? I hate when it does that. It's a little bit musky, but not so much that I'm like, ugh, you know? A little bit woody. This smells nice to me. Again, I'm not sure if I would get it. I'd have to test it on my skin, of course, but I think I'm gonna test this one on my skin. Because it does smell good. Like, I'm not mad at it at all. Un bon vanille. It smells good. I'm not like love at first sniff, but it's very pleasant and I'm intrigued to try it out and of course report my thoughts when I do. So that is it for this video. Out of the 8 fragrances, we were 50-50. 50% I am not gonna try on my skin, 50% I am. And I feel like that is pretty darn good for someone who is very picky with fragrances and gets headaches from them a lot. And you know, I just really know what I like and I really know what I don't. And a lot of my previous fragrance first impressions videos, I've had a lot more failures than successes. So I feel like this is pretty darn good and I'm proud of myself. I am becoming more aware of what I like and we had a good amount of wins here. So if you enjoyed this video, if you like this video, then please like this video. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm and it also helps me know what kinds of videos you'd like to see on my channel. If you like me, please subscribe. I would love to have you all here. I post 2 to 3 videos a week. And if you have anything to comment down below, any vanilla layering fragrance fragrance suggestions that lean a bit more gourmand, please let me know. I'd love to hear those. Or if you have any questions or comments about any of these fragrances, I'd love to hear them as well. And with that, thank you for spending a little part of your day with me, and I will see you all next time.